It is my pleasure to be able to introduce our speaker for today. Sheila Janakos is the CEO of Healthy Horizons. And in this role, she brings 30 years of experience as an internationally board certified lactation consultant. She has a master's of public health, and she has been using those skills to serve breastfeeding families for the past 3 decades. Sheila, we're so excited to have you today to be able to share your expertise with our group.
Thanks, Jenny. I'm looking forward to the questions.
Awesome. And Sheila, we've gotten a question from the live stream audience. So I'm going to go ahead and share that one on the screen here.
Okay.
From Lee. Hello, Lee. And she has asked, how do I know that the baby is getting enough milk if I'm nursing exclusively? She was pushed to supplement with formula for her first baby, and she felt such guilt. This is probably not the only time this has happened, Lee. You've got others.
Unfortunately, so many parents are pushed to do things, and we all feel guilty about one thing or another with our children. So it is hard. It's the hardest part, right? So how do you know if a baby's getting enough? We would check the weights. If the baby is gaining at least the 4 to 7 ounces a week during that first 3 months, that's the indicator. A baby couldn't gain weight if the baby wasn't getting enough. So that would be one of the markers. I would also look to see what the baby's output was, like how many wet and poopy diapers. Now, during those first couple of days, the milk supply is not going to be fully in, and it was never designed to be fully in. It's a gradual increase. The baby's tummy is the size of literally a blueberry, so we don't expect this baby to take ounces. So we do expect some weight loss during those first couple days, probably the lowest weight on day 3 and day 4. And day 5, the baby should be stable and start to gain after day 5. So that's what I would look for. Is the baby starting to gain after day 5? Mm-hmm. We all lose weight during those first couple of days.
Yeah. So, and it's so scary. That weight loss is
scary. So if you're pushed to supplement, one of the things I would do first is to look at what all those other markers are. And if truly those markers were low, the first thing I would try and do is boost my milk production and work on the baby's milk transfer. So that might be a time where we could do some pumping and then maybe supplement at the breast with like the pocket tube feeder. But I think you are the norm. This is what most people tell me happens. So I think getting the right education and surrounding yourself by the right support people is probably critical.
Yeah. Thanks, Lee. Great question. Now we have 2 questions about latching. And Sheila, I know you talked a little bit already on, I think it was Stephanie's question with respect to latching, but Sonia has asked about how to correct a latch. And I'm going to lump these 2 together. Fian has asked, how do we get a baby to latch better? Same question to mamas here.
Okay. Well, first of all, I don't know how you did this, Jenny. You're brilliant. This is the picture of what I was just talking about.
Oh, there you go.
So that was really intuitive that you knew to do that. But here's a picture of a mom nursing an older baby, and the baby's straddling her basically. This is a great position. So thank you for knowing to do that. So that's pretty exciting. So how do you correct a latch and how do you get a better latch? Well, the first thing to do, I think, is to, if it's a really new baby, what I do is with the nipple, I tickle right underneath the nose. And there's a trigger there, and it causes the mouth to open. So you tickle, 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 that mouth opens. As soon as that mouth opens, let's say this is the baby's mouth, right? This is the baby's lower lip, upper lip. Let's say this is the nipple. So we're tickling the baby right underneath the nose. When the mouth opens, I take that lower lip and I attach it to the areola right away. So that comes on first, and I bring the baby up and over. It's kind of like eating a sandwich. So, first the lower part of the mouth, right, hits the sandwich, and then you come over. So I'm trying to get that baby on as deep as possible. And that would be a more comfortable latch. The baby's going to remove more milk. If your baby tends to come on with a closed mouth, doing this is super helpful. to get the baby to open. What I see a lot of people do is they'll tickle here, and then the baby goes like this. That's not going to help with latch. We want to come chin first. And bringing that baby in really tight, tummy to tummy, held against you, is much easier, right? Because then the baby's right there and can get on. So really supporting that baby. The other thing I see people do is they'll do this. And the babies have this rooting reflex that they'll just go towards whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And so you're trying to latch the baby, and the baby is not going to come straight on. The baby's going to come on sideways. So really focus on this and get that baby to come on with that wide open mouth, having that baby close together against you, really close.
Great. Yes. And we actually have a video in production right now where Sheila is going to talk in depth about latching. So if this is something that you're struggling with or wanting to investigate further, and we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then you'll get a notification when that goes live.